writer Catherine Trammell is everything a man could desire. She's brilliant, beautiful, and wealthy.
Do we have a time of death?
For Detective Nick Curran, she is also dangerous.
We got 31 stab wounds. What was it?
Ice pick.
And possibly deadly.
867 caliber. You know how she does the boyfriend? An ice pick.
His investigation draws him into Catherine's dark world. A place where he will find exquisite pleasure or death.
Hey, here we go. Stand by.
Shot on location in San Francisco, Basic Instinct was directed by Paul Verhoeven.
Well, now she comes forward again. Wow.
Who also brought audiences the science fiction thrillers RoboCop and Total Recall.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Speak to Miss Catherine Trammell, please.
Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone star as the cop and the suspect.
What's your new book about?
A detective. He falls for the wrong woman.
What happens?
She kills him.
Whose attraction for each other takes them on an erotic exploration that will prove to be one of this year's most controversial films.
He's a cop who has gone through some bad times and has done some things that you might consider wrong, and is now at the point that he wants to do okay with his life and tries to get better.
So, how are things?
I'm working my ass off. I'm off the sauce. I even stopped smoking.
How's not smoking?
It sucks.
And unfortunately meets this extremely dangerous woman.
Writing the book gives you an alibi.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
That brings him again to the more shadowy sides of his life.
Do you like a cigarette, Nick?
You two know each other?
She sort of personifies in certain male images sort of the ultimate woman. You seem to know an awful lot about me.
You know an awful lot about me.
I don't know anything that's not police business.
You know I don't wear any underwear. Don't you, Nick?
I think that he sees in her the kind of challenge and game that he used to have to do in dealing with the bad guys who were doing narcotics. I was expecting you. It makes it that much more interesting that your opponent is attractive as she is and is intelligent and sexy.
You won't learn anything I don't want you to know.
Yes, I will. And I'll nail you.
I must seduce him with my mind. I must seduce him with my sexuality. I have to weave this web that he cannot pull himself out of. You'll just fall in love with me.
I'm in love with you already. But I'll nail you anyway.
She has an unbelievable fascination with him.
You can put that in your book.
I think they've both looked into the dark side and like it there.
And way back.
Her soul is so dark and so damaged, it's very difficult to find someone to play with. So when they find their playmate, it's a really big, big thing. It's like the world has opened up and they're not alone, finally.
The more he works in the case, the more he is starting to believe that what he thought was guilty is not guilty, and what he thought was not guilty is guilty.
There's got to be somebody at Berkeley who knows what the hell happened. I know what happened, all right? Catherine told me, and everything she says is checked out. You got goddamn Tweety birds flooding around your head. That's what you got. Oh, man!
Evil is very difficult to distinguish. In the presence of evil, we're all lost. I think Michael has been extremely courageous to do this movie. He puts himself on the line. Sexuality is an important factor. I think mostly because I think a lot of motivations are sexual.
You weren't making love to me.
No, who's I making love to?
You weren't making love.
As truth and reality become casualties of his investigation, Nick's relationship with Beth, a police psychologist played by Jean Triplehorn, also falls prey to Catherine's influence.
Something's going on. You're sleeping with her, aren't you? I can see her effect on this person and see her profound effect immediately. She seduces people. Her claws are reaching through Nick. She manipulates people. She is evil.
She knows where I live and breathe. She's coming after me, Gus.
I felt it was a movie about evil.
I think that there is an element of violence in all of us. You want to play? Fine.
Everybody she plays with dies.
It's a love story.
She is screwing with your head, Nick.
A tale about what happens when you dally in the darkness a little too much.
I think you got too close to the flame.
People that are bad are attractive. I think because people know in their heart they're all partly evil. It's only with some elements of hell mixed into paradise that you make some interesting things. Is that because we are bored by paradise?
Somebody has to die.
Why?
Somebody